In this video, we will show you how to replace your front bumper cover. Let's get started. Okay friends, let's get started on our job. The first thing I want to mention is you are going to have to make your way underneath the vehicle to do some of this process, so make sure you're safe about it. With that said, go ahead and pop the hood. We're going to make our way all the way across the front. You'll find several Phillips head screws holding the top of the grille and bumper assembly in place. Remove all of your Phillips head screws. Next, you need to make your way to each of your fender wells. Along the bottom of the bumper cover, you're going to find that you have a Phillips head screw that holds part of the bumper cover area to the inside of the fender well. Remove the Phillips head screw on both sides of the vehicle. Once you remove that screw, you should be able to separate this. Ours is broken. I'll just take this and pull it aside. Once you have that out of the way, you're going to continue on to each of your 10mm headed mounting bolts inside of the bumper cover. Continue on with your 10mm down here. Make your way down along this area. You'll find the spot where the fender flare meets up to your bumper cover. On our application, this is an aftermarket bolt. I'll be using an 11mm. Once you have that bolt out of there, continue on by separating this. Now follow the bumper cover up and find your corner marker light. We'll grab this, turn it counterclockwise and remove it from the bumper cover. Give that bulb a quick inspection and set it aside. Now that we have that separated, go ahead and grab onto the bumper cover. We're going to give it a little wiggle and try to pull it away from the body. There's a push clip that looks pretty much like this one right here. There it is, you can see it right inside there. Once you have that broken free, continue on and do the exact same thing on the other side of the vehicle. The next thing we'll do is make our way along each side of the front license plate bracket. You'll find an area that you can use a small pocket screwdriver and gently pry off a plastic cover. Underneath that plastic cover, you'll find a T40 Torx head screw. We'll remove that screw, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side of the license plate bracket. Now that we have that one out, let's do the same on the driver's side. Carefully grab onto the bumper cover and start pulling it towards the front of the vehicle to remove it. There it is, friends. Now that we have the bumper cover off of the vehicle, we're going to continue on in the center. Right here is the backside of your Ford emblem. You can use a Phillips head to slowly remove the center and then remove the outer portion as well. After you've removed that, hold onto your Ford emblem and also remove the spring. Remove the Ford emblem through the front. Once you've gotten that out of the way, we're going to continue on by removing some of our clips coming across here. To remove these, you can use a pick or a screwdriver and carefully start prying them up. Just work your way around. Once you have it off of there, just give it a quick inspection. Make sure it is still reusable and set it aside. There should be another one right here. There should be another one located right under here. We'll continue on making our way around. Now, once you have all of that hardware out of the way, we're going to continue on by removing this top plastic area. Typically on this, you're going to find 4 Phillips head screws that make their way across, 2 on either side. Now you can remove this plastic piece. With that out of the way, we have clear access to 4 more mounting clips, 2 on each side of the grill. Remove all 4. Once you have all of those mounting clips out of there, continue on with a trim tool. You want to get in between the plastic bumper cover and the grill itself, coming right underneath this area. We'll gently separate it. Next, we need to use a small pocket screwdriver. You're going to have to start separating the tabs that make their way all the way along the bottom of the grill, connecting it to the bumper cover itself. To remove this, you'll find that you have an area that you need to get in between with your small pocket screwdriver. Once you gently pry that apart, go ahead and pull it down a little bit. Once this one's separated, we'll continue on down the line. Take this and slide it into place. You'll notice along the bottom of the grill, you have those clips that made their way along. Those need to slide into the corresponding holes in the bumper cover itself. While we're putting those in place, you also need to make sure that you align all 3 of your tabs that are on each side of the grill. With that in place, continue on by putting on your locking clips. You'll find that you have 3 of them on each side holding the grill to the bumper cover. To do this, we'll slide it right into place over each of the mounting studs and try to slide it down. If you have a hard time pressing it with your fingers, you can use an 8mm socket, put it right over the outer portion and press it down into position. Continue on doing the same to all on both sides. Once you have all 6 of those in place, continue on with your plastic piece. You want to make sure that you line up your mounting bolt holes and slide this into place. Once that's on there, start in all 4 of your mounting bolts and snug them up. Continue on by installing all the rest of your metallic clips that you had removed. Now we can start reinstalling our Ford emblem. Let's take this and slide it through from the front to the back side. Once you have that in place, continue on with your spring. You want to make sure that you have the side that's wider with the little hook facing down. We're going to slide it right into the slot that you can see right here. Once you've done that, continue on with your push clip. Pay close attention. On the push clip itself, you're going to see that it has a teeny little hole. The spring itself needs to fit directly into that hole. Let's see if we can slide it in there. There we are. I can see it protruding up. Now we can press the push clip down into position. When you do this, you want to be pressing on the outside and leave the center up in the unlocked position. There we are. Make sure you get that push clip in there as far as you can. Okay friends, it's time to install our front bumper cover. Looking at the backside of the cover, along where the grill is located, you're going to find several tabs that are supposed to press into the body of the vehicle. Let's get this lined up in place and start in our mounting bolts. Once you feel as though you have all those alignment tabs aligned, go ahead and press in the bumper. After that, we'll continue on with our larger mounting bolts. We'll start in each of these and then snug them up. Continue on to putting on your protective covers. You'll notice on either side of the protective cover, it has two little ears. On the bottom of the cover, you have the little slot that you use to remove it. Let's slide this into place and press it in. Do the same to the other side. Once you have those two bolts in, continue on along the top with your Phillips head screws. You'll have 7 of these making their way across. Now let's move along to each side of the bumper cover. For this, you're going to find that you should have a push clip that holds it in place to the body of the vehicle. Line it up with its mounting hole and press it in. Once you've done that, we'll start in both of our mounting bolts. Should slide right in there. Continue on with 2 of your 10mm headed mounting bolts. Resecure your wheel well flare. After you've done that, continue on to reinserting your side marker light bulb. We'll put that into place in the lens and turn it clockwise to lock it in position. Reinstall the hardware that holds your fender flare to your bumper cover. Make your way inside of the bumper. You're going to find the area where your fender flare connects onto the inside of the bumper cover. Use one of your 10mm headed bolts and insert it. Snug it up. The next thing you would want to do is reattach your inner fender liner to your bumper cover. On ours, it was broken. For you, just use a Phillips head and make sure it's nice and tight. At this point, make your way over to the other side of the vehicle and do the exact same thing.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.